You're looking at the final result. We have a nice hero section, auto scroll effects when you click our start web project button, nice hover on our client logos, and we will be building these from scratch without any coding involved. So the first thing you're going to need is a hosting plan. Hosting is basically where your website will live on the internet. We're going to hostafrica.co.za. Let's type in web creator. Now checking for domain availability. By the look of things, we have webcreator.africa available. It's 79 Rand yearly. And select our hosting. Domain, basically, it's like your home address. This is what we type in on the map to find your address. Hosting, it's where your website lives on the internet, okay? And your hosting plan suggested, we have the web starter for 99 Rand, site builder starter, and WordPress starter. We're going to select the WordPress starter plan. Okay, add to cart, select webcreator.africa. Now the balance it's 191. Select pay now. After making your payment, you will receive your logins from your hosting company. Click your WordPress login. The second thing you're going to need is a Divi theme installation. Simply go to Elegant Themes, go to pricing. You can go with the yearly plan for starters, but again, you have a 30-day money back guarantee. You can sign up for the $89 a year plan. And if you don't like Divi in 30 days, you simply cancel it and you will get your money back. You can simply go to elegantthemes.com again to get your plan, or simply use the link in my description. Those are the two things you're going to need. Now let's get started with the tutorial. We're now looking at a fresh WordPress installation. The first thing we're going to do is go to Appearance on the left hand side and go to Themes. As you can see here, we are using a default theme 2024. Let's go ahead and see how our WordPress website looks. Hover over this home icon here. You're going to see a visit site. Click on it. And this is how the website looks. Of course, this is a default theme. We're going to import our own theme. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to go to Pages and create our first page. Welcome to the block editor. Exit this. And we're going to name this page, Save Draft. Let's select Publish. Awesome. Let's go back. Now that we've created our first page, the next thing we're going to do is to install the Divi theme. To get Divi, you can go to elegantthemes.com or simply use my link in the description. I will get a commission if you use that link at no extra cost to you. Let's go ahead and select pricing. As you can see here, we have two plans, okay? We have a yearly plans, which is 89 Rand. It comes with unlimited websites, which is great for web designers who are running an agency or building websites for clients. 300 plus website packs, Divi theme, and the Divi builder. And you have a Divi Pro yearly plan, which is 287. Comes with the same benefits plus unlimited Divi cloud storage. After trying out Divi and you decide that you love the theme, you can save some money by going for the lifetime plan, which is $249. This is a one-time payment. And another great thing is you get 30-day money back guarantee, which means you can purchase a license, use Divi, build a couple of websites. If you decide it's not for you, you get your money back. Assuming you just got your Divi theme license, you can log into your account and download the Divi theme. Okay, select download. Okay, let's save it to our download folder. Now let's go back to WordPress and upload the Divi theme. To upload, you simply go to Appearance, add new theme, select upload, choose file, and we're going to select Divi. Let's install the theme. Okay, after installing, you get an option to live preview or activate the theme. Let's activate the theme. Okay, as you can see, we have the Divi theme active. The next thing we are going to do, we're going to go ahead and create a menu real quick. On Appearance, you just click on Menus. We're going to create our menu and call our menu name Main Menu. Click on Create Menu. Okay, we're gonna add the page we created from this widget on the left and add to our main menu. We're gonna make this menu our primary menu. Select save. Now let's look at our site after installing Divi. As you can see, it has the Divi logo. Now let's go back to our dashboard and click on Divi. As you can see, we have a new item. Click on Divi. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add my color palette. This makes it easy for me to access the brand colors of the client. I have a page here with my color palette. I'm going to copy this hex code. Click here, color pickers default palette. As you can see, click on it and paste it here. My bad, that's our dark color. So I have everything confused here. This will be our yellow, okay? Okay, let's just fix this real quick. Yellow, and this is our dark. And our white. Okay, and let's just make all of these white. White. The next thing we're going to do, we want to change that default Divi logo there. What we're going to do, we're going to select upload, and go ahead to our tutorial assets and import our logo. Set as logo, save changes. Let's go ahead and visit site again by hovering over the home icon. A drop down will pop up saying visit site. As you can see, our logo has changed. What we're going to take care of next is our global settings for WordPress. We're going to hover over our website name right here and select theme customizer. The theme customizer comes with WordPress with extra features depending on the theme you're using. So what we're going to do first, we're going to go to general settings, site identity. This is where we can decide our website shows Dream Digital or something else right here. Tagline, we can just say web design Cape Town, in Cape Town, or web designers in Cape Town, something like that. And we select publish. As you can see here, it shows WordPress as the default icon. We want to change that. We're going to go ahead and select site icon on site icon right here. This is how we're going to change that, and select the favy icon JPEG. Select it and crop image. Let's publish. As you can see, now the WordPress icon has disappeared. It shows our logo. Okay, now let's go back and go to layout settings. I want my layout, instead of 1080, which is the width of the site, I want it to be 1440. Looks great on bigger screens. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go typography. I want to set my default font so that I don't browse and look for my font every time. Okay, so for the header, we're gonna use Poppins. And for our body font, we're going to be using, let's use Poppins. Body link color, we want it to be a dark color. Let's make it yellow. Body text color, let's leave it like that. Header text color, let's leave it like that. And the borderline height, text size default. And we go back to background, we can ignore that. Let's go to header and navigation. We want to increase our logo size. And here, this is where you can customize a header style. You can set it to centered. This is how it looks. Centered inline logo. This is how it looks. The logo is at the center. The home is on the left and other icons on the right. Set it to slide in. Set it to full screen. Just set it to default. Leave it as is. And we're going to go to primary menu bar. Okay, the menu height, you can adjust it here. As you can see, let's leave it default to 66 and increase the logo max height. We want to increase it to the max. Font style for the header, we're gonna use Poppins. Awesome. Let's hit publish. Text color. This is a transparent setting. As you can see, look at that home menu item. It disappears. When I push it up, it shows up. Okay. Awesome. Let's hit publish and let's make it capital letters. Let's make our menu item show up as capital letters. Awesome. Active link color, we're gonna make it yellow. And drop down menu line color, we're gonna make it boom like this. And we go back. Secondary menu is where we can add our cell phone numbers on top of the main menu. Let's go ahead and select Poppins real quick. Publish. Okay, let's add some content to the secondary menu so that it shows up. Okay, first of all, let's disable this search icon. As you can see here, disable that. Select publish. We're going to add a phone number 712345 6. Okay, awesome. Let's add an email info@dreamdigital.com. Publish, okay, and refresh real quick. Cell phone number right there. That is the secondary menu. Let's say we want to change the background color and make it yellow. All right, awesome. Let's change the text color and make it dark. Okay, there you go. Awesome. Let's go back. I want to remove that footer content. Bottom bar, you just go to footer right here. Going to remove this. And we're going to go to footer elements. We want to disable the search icons, social icons, footer menu, the bottom bar. As you can see, you can disable footer credits or write your own. We can just say web design by Dream Digital and publish that. Text color, let's make it yellow. Publish web design by Dream Digital, and we want to remove these widgets right here on this footer. You can simply go to widgets and go to footer area and just delete these. Okay, and you want to remove this one. Let's just click on this pen right here and it jumps to that sidebar widget. We just delete these again and select publish. What we need to do is to set our page as the home page so that when people are going to your main domain name, it lands on that page. Okay, you can simply do that by going over here, homepage settings right here, and change it from your homepage displays your latest post. It displays a static page. Okay, and we're gonna go to homepage and make our homepage home. You can basically select any page from your website and have it set as your homepage. Okay, the global settings are on point. We're gonna select exit to go back to our dashboard, or we can just enable Visual Builder to build this page, but we're going to go back to dashboard as I want you to understand the process. Let's go back to pages and select edit. As you can see now, we have a use Divi theme option right here. In the following lecture, we're going to start building our website page. We're going to start with the hero section and move from section to section. I'm a big believer of planning before you start your website project. Just gives you more confidence, more control, and less guesswork. For example, as you can see here, we already have this website planned out. It's going to start with the hero, why web dream, which is why us, a little bit about us selling ourselves, our work, showing what we do, that we can really do what we claim to do, what our client says, social proof right there, our services, what we do, and a call to action section where you can fill in a form and start your website project. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to click edit with the Divi builder. Let's go ahead, click edit with the Divi builder, and you're going to see these three options that ask you, do you want to build your page from scratch? That's what we'll be doing in this course, because I want you guys to know the ins and outs of Divi. And the second option is choose a pre-made layout and clone existing page. The clone existing page option is to clone a page you already built on the website and build from there to customize. We're going to select start a building. Okay, a quick introduction to Divi and page builders. We have sections. Sections is more like the parent, and then inside the section we have rows. What makes it easy to spot these is the colors. The blue one is the sections. Whatever I do here, it's customizing the sections. For example, if I click section settings right here and go to background and select yellow, it makes the background yellow. Okay, if I make it dark, it makes it dark. Okay, and this is background. Okay, what pops up, that is your customizer. That is what we'll be using to build this page. From content, changing the colors, adding images, all that good stuff, to design, which is styling whatever you're doing on the website. This is where we can decide our layout, sizing, text sizings, letter spacing, as you can see, adjusting things like margin. Real quick, what is margin? Because we're going to be using this a lot. Margin, it's affecting the space outside the element. Let's go back to content and select yellow for this one, and go to design for the section settings and go back to spacing. So with margin, we're affecting the space outside the element. If we link the top and bottom margin and add maybe 60, as you can see, we've increase the space outside the element, which means we're distancing the element from this edge and this edge. If we do the same thing with left and right margin and add 60, as you can see, we've created a distance from the left and right. Let's go ahead and select undo. You just use these ones to select undo. Padding, it's affecting the space inside the element, which means it's still attached to the edges nicely, but we're adding space inside the element so that the elements inside can breathe and there's a rest for your eyes. Okay, let's go ahead and do a padding of 90 and do a padding of 90 bottom. As you can see, this is top, this is bottom, this is left, this is right. Okay, we're not going to touch the left and right for this one. We're going to go back to content real quick. I want to add an image to this section. Okay, let's go ahead and upload a hero image. The dimensions I used, it's 1440 by 718 pixels for this hero image. That is 1440 by 718 pixels. Awesome. As you can see, now we have an image as a background. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we will be going to rows. Okay, like I said, the section is the parent. Whatever happens here affects only the section. If I click this duplicate, we duplicate the whole section, including its children. Okay, and then we have rows. A row is inside the section. By clicking plus on the green icon, you are adding a new row. We can decide how many rows we want. I'm going to say 2 rows. Okay, and inside the row we have modules. This is where we can add elements like images, text, footage, videos, icons. So inside the row we have modules. On modules, we just select text. With just this text module, we can add multiple formats. For example, we want to create our heading text. We're going to say web design agency in Cape Town. As you can see on content, this is where we can fill in content or change content. If you want to change an image, on design, this is where we can customize that content, which is CSS, if you are familiar with HTML and CSS. Okay, let's go ahead and highlight this text content right here. As you can see, you can change the format. We just set it to heading 1 and go ahead and style heading 1. To style, remember, we go to design, CSS, and go to heading text. This is where we can customize our heading text. Obviously, it's set to default. Thanks to our global settings, we know it's poppins. We just want to increase the font weight and let's make it ultra bold. Let's make it all caps. We want to make it center text or left aligned. We want to change the color of this text and make it white. Let's make it yellow. Let's make it black. We want to make it white. Awesome. And we're going to go down and increase the size, heading text size, to something like 52. The heading line height, we're going to make it something like 1.2. To save what you're doing, make sure you click this expand tool to show all the settings and select save right here. Okay, real quick, let's see what this web design text looks in a mobile phone. Okay, this is your responsive switcher tool on the left hand side. Go to tablet view. This is how it looks. Mobile view, this is how the text looks. It looks horrible. Or to do this, you can just hover over text size. Okay, we just want to manipulate the text size on multiple devices and switch to tablet. Okay, again, hover over it. As you can see, it shows a smartphone icon. Click on tablet and let's decrease it for tablet. Okay, so whatever I'm doing here, if it's 38, it rolls down the setting to the next device. For example, the size is 52 here. Everything else was 52 until I went to my tablet and adjusted this tablet one to only 38. Going up, it doesn't affect anything. Going down, it affects the following devices. Let's go to our smartphone. As you can see, it's still that 38 until I customize it specifically for the smartphone. Okay, let's turn it down a little bit for the smartphone and make it 28 for the smartphone. Let's go ahead and save settings. This is mobile optimization. Okay, it's a little bit of extra work, but it's worth it as your client website will look good on all devices. Underneath the heading, we can add some text. Okay, let's say convert more visitors. And as you can see here, it's on paragraph. We're going to leave it as paragraph text. So let's go to design. Let's hover over text. This is what we'll be customizing. Let's make the text yellow. Let's make it white. Okay. Save settings. Okay. As you can see, the background image is super bright, but we're going to sort that out real quick. Okay. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to the section settings. Okay. Instead of clicking this gear icon, I'm just going to double click on it. And the same thing with text. Just with the Word document, you can just click on it like this and edit the text. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to double click on it. Instead of clicking on section icon, just double click on the section. Go to background. Let's go ahead and select our gradient tool right here, gradient, and select gradient. The first control, we're going to make it dark, make it transparent a little bit, just like this. And the second one, we're going to make it dark. Okay, and make it transparent a little bit more compared to the other one. And we're going to scroll down, going to place gradient above background image, place gradient. Now you can see web design agency in Cape Town. Awesome. And to change the gradient directions, you can just use this knob right here. Okay, let's make this one more transparent and make this one more less transparent. Okay, let's change the direction. We want the dark to be more on the left hand side, as you can see here. Let's add another control parameter here and make this one transparent. Okay, now we want a call to action real quick, which is a button that visitors can click to book a call or start their web project. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to click on the gray add module icon and add a button. This button on content, we're going to say start web project. As you can see, it doesn't look great, but don't worry about it. We'll sort it out. We're going to go to design real quick and go to our button. Hover over it. As you can see, we're going to be adjusting the button. We're going to go to button, enable use custom styles for this button. Enable it. Awesome. And we're going to decrease that text size. Let's make it something like 16. Go down. We want to change that text color. Let's make it dark. Okay, let's go down. As you can see, button background here, we can change it and make it yellow. Okay, that's our button background. Scroll down. As you can see, there's button border width. This is the border. Okay, we're just gonna leave it at 2 and change the color and make it yellow. Awesome. This adjusts the button radius. I want a peel looking button border radius. Let's increase it and make it 26. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Great. Button font still the same. Okay, let's make the text button font style. Let's make it all caps and show icon. Icon is what we see when we hover. This is where we can change the icon. We want the longer arrow. We want this magnifying thingy, but I like the smaller ones. They're more neat, just like this one, as you can see. Start web project. I want more action to happen when a visitor hover over this button, just to make it more exciting and nudge them to click, right? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to our button background and set our hover settings. Okay, in order to do that, we're just going to go to a background, hover over it, and go to the cursor icon and select hover, which is the cursor, and change the color to white. Okay, while we're still on hover mode, we're going to go to our border width. Okay, our border width, border color, hover over it, select, make sure it's on hover, and make the border white. We're going to select save. Let's exit the visual builder, save and exit. Now let's hover over the button. As you can see, it changes color. To continue building, let's just click enable visual builder. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I want to see how this looks on mobile. What I do while I'm building, I'm doing mobile optimization. It's just great that way, saves more time so that I don't go back from section to section. This button can be a bit smaller on mobile. Let's go back. Okay, we'll just click on it while we're on mobile. and go to button, hover over it, select, and go to mobile, and let's decrease the size. All right, start web project, make it 12. The gradient, I think we need it more on mobile. Just click on settings, gradient, and select mobile optimization. Let's look at it on tablet, how it looks. And we make it darker here, more darker here, using the third edit parameter. To edit parameter, you just click on this, okay? Awesome. Let's click save. Let's go down. As you can see, it cascades down. Check this out. When we go to desktop, it didn't affect anything there. When the visitor lands on the website, I want them to see only this message and start web project. So we're going to increase it by double clicking section settings, go to design, go to spacing. I want to add more padding here. Okay, let's link top and bottom. I want to add, let's try 120. Let's try 120. Okay, top and bottom. This looks good. The next thing I'm going to do, I want to have client logos right here. This is where you convince the user. The few seconds they land on the site, they know what to do. You claim your authority. I've worked with this company and this company. If you've worked with popular companies, and you can start your web project now before they even scroll down. The goal is to have the visitor take the action as soon as possible. But we'll be discussing the business side of building websites in future videos. Right now, let's focus on building the websites. Okay, let's save settings. Let's go ahead and design our client logo row. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add a new row right here in the hero section, and I'm going for 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6. I want 6 rows. That is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, on the first module, we are going to add an image module. Image module. Awesome. And on the image module, on content, like I said, content is where we adjust the content, change pictures, change the text you are using. Design, that's where we design it, okay, how it looks. As you can see here, that's your image module. We're going to go to upload. Just click on image, select upload, and we're going to go ahead and upload our client logos. Okay, upload our client logos. Okay, these will be our client logos. These are not really my clients. I've never worked with these clients, but it's just for the tutorial. Okay, let's go ahead and select open. Dimensions I use for these logos, it's 763 by 292 pixels. 763 by 292 pixels. Okay, let's start with Nike. For this row to pop, I want to add a white background. Okay, but instead of adding a white background to just this module, I want to add a white background to the row itself. Okay, as you can see, now we have a nice white background, but it doesn't look that great. We're gonna go to design. I want to soften the edges a little bit. Go to border. On border settings, as you can see, these are the 4 corners. We're gonna add 15 radius. Okay, now it's slightly round on the edges. Okay, let's try 30. Okay, that's too much. Let's do 15. That looks good. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to spacing. I want to create distance between the client logo row and the start web button. So I'm going to add top margin. Let's just add 20 top margin and not link it with the bottom. Let's try 40. And we're going to go back to the content and go to background. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to create a hover effect. Okay, so normal, I want it to be transparent like this. That will be normal. And then when the visitor hovers over the site, I want it to be super white. Okay, so let's go ahead and save that. When you hover over it, let's exit the visual builder real quick to see the effect. Now it looks like this. When you hover over it, it does this. Okay, nice effect. Okay, we're not done. Enable the visual builder again. Okay, let's go back to that image module, click settings on it, and go to design and go to sizing. Let's go to max width and decrease the size a little bit. Let's make it 80% on the max width. And let's center align this element. Center align it. Module alignment, center align. Okay. And the next thing I'm going to do, I want to make this row slightly smaller. What I can do, I can just hover over here and decrease it like this and go to the top and do it like this. Or I can just go to the row settings, go to design, go to spacing, and let's remove this padding right here. Okay, let's remove this padding right here, this one. Okay, not the margin, sorry, just the padding. So I'm just going to click default setting, add 0 for top padding, 0 for bottom padding. Let's go ahead and keep adjusting. Let's say 6. Let's link these, link using this chain. And then I'm going to go to my module settings again and decrease that icon size. Okay. Awesome. That looks good. Click that, expand this menu, save the settings. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Okay, I see here there's some padding on this module. Let's remove that. On the module again, we click setting right here. Go to design, go to spacing, and let's link the top and bottom and make it 0. Just to make sure, just for security. As you can see, let's make this one 0. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to duplicate these settings, this module, duplicate it, and drag it to the second module. Duplicate it, drag it to the second module. What we need now, we just need to change these duplicate instances. Change the image and select Pioneer. Okay, change the image, third one. Do the same thing. Let's add Microsoft. Exit Visual Builder. Awesome. This is how your website looks. Web design agency in Cape Town. Convert more visitors into loyal customers with our with our build to convert website. Okay, I made an error on that one. So we're gonna say our build. We can just double click on it like this. Okay, convert more visitors into loyal customers with our build to convert websites. This is how the hero section looks now. As you can see, those famous client logos gave the website more authority. But again, that is the business side of web design. I will discuss in future videos. As you can see, when you hover over it, ooh, looking good. What I want to do now, I want to add a nice trusted by Nike, Payoneer, Microsoft text on top of this row. Okay, let's go ahead and enable the visual builder. I'm going to add another row. Okay, let's add a row. We wanted to have 2 columns, but 1 small column and 1 large column. This one. Okay, and drag this one. I want it to be on top of this one, top of this row. And let's add an element. Let's add a module. We're going to add a text module. This text module, we're going to make it trusted by. Okay, you can see it. We just need to change the color real quick. We're going to go to design, go to text. Let's change the color to white. Let's go ahead and increase the size, 18. Okay, let's add the weight. Let's make it bold. Text font weight. Let's make it bold. Let's make it semi-bold. Let's check how it looks in capitals. No. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I want to make sure that there is no padding. Okay, let's link top to bottom. Make it 0. And module settings also. Let's make it click top to bottom. Make it 0. Okay, as you can see, it's slightly smaller now. Like I said, margin is affecting the space outside the element. Okay, so I want this to be right on top of these icons. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the row setting. On design, we're going to add top margin. Okay, just create distance from start web to trusted by. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click settings on this item, on our logo icon row, and decrease the remove the margin we added. You remember we added margin because we wanted to create distance between the start. Okay, now it's trusted by Nike Payoneer. Okay, that looks good. Let's see how it looks on other devices. When you exit the Visual Builder, it's going to be right close to it. Okay, for example, let's exit Visual Builder real quick and do this to the site. As you can see, responsive, beautiful. So in the next section, we want to fill in those gaps, why they should choose us. A slight about us, but a section where we will be selling ourselves with not too much text. Okay, so we just need an image, paragraph, and then we're done. So what we're going to do, we're going to click add new section. We're going to select regular, and we want 2 rows. Okay, we're going to select this one, 2 rows. The first module we're going to add, let's make it text. We're going to use this text module for our heading, which is why Dream Digital, or why choose us. Let's say why choose us, and make this a H2. We can make it a H3 or H2. Let's make it a H3. Yeah, we don't want more than one H1, okay? H1 is basically the title of the page, but that's SEO stuff. This is a web design tutorial. Okay, let's make it bold. As you can see, heading text, you can select H1, H2, H3. We'll set the text to H3. Let's add more weight. Let's try ultra bold. No, it's too much. Let's add bold and increase the size. Why choose us? Okay, I want to select OK. And we're going to add another text module for our paragraph where we'll be selling ourselves. And lorem ipsum, lipsum.com, that's where you get the text. And we can select words, bytes, lists, paragraphs. We're going to say generate lorem ipsum. As you can see, we have some lorem ipsum text that we can use. Let me just select this one till here and go to my web page. Like I said, this is the section where you are selling the agency or company. Let's increase the size and make it, oh, that's too much. Just make it 16. Let's make it 16. Okay, let's drop the weight from regular to light. Okay, for design purposes, we want it to look good. We're gonna have another paragraph because we're selling ourselves. Yeah, let's add this one. Okay, let's add another paragraph. Return. Let's paste it and select save. Awesome. Okay, so we want to set this button as a global button. That way, wherever we duplicate it to, the changes will still affect this one. Okay, so we're gonna say save to library. Library, it's the website we are building. Save to library or save to Divi Cloud. This means you can access this button on any website as long as you are logged in to your Elegant Themes account. That's the beauty of Divi. Everything I do here, even this logo icon section, now I can access it on another website. If I'm building a website and I want that design, I can just import it from my Divi Cloud. So you can say save Divi Cloud and save it to your Divi Cloud. I'm just going to save it to my library and say call to action, CTA in short. Okay, call to action button. Okay, we're going to save as a global. And we say CTA categories and save to our library. Okay, let's hover over it. Now you can see it's highlighted green. It's a global icon. Okay, why I'm doing this? Because I want every section to have a call to action. Okay, we're trying to sell a service here. We don't want people to just read and then after that they have to decide what they want to do. We want to always remind them, work with us, start a web project. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to click duplicate this global button. You see, drag and drop. Just drag it and drop it underneath this text. On the right hand side, we want to add an image module. Okay, I'm pretty sure by now you know what to do. You just search for it. Let's upload it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. About us. Okay, let me drag it to the project. Image assets. I like being organized, guys. I like being organized. Awesome. Now that's all about us. Obviously, this must be your team image, eh? Okay, we're just gonna decrease the size a little bit of the image. Just a little bit, just so it fills in the viewport. Just go to design, sizing, max width. Let's make it 75. And the corners are too sharp for me. We're gonna go to our border for the image module. And let's add something like, let's add 6. That's smoother, that's nice. Before it was like this. Now the edge is smooth. I like that. Let's go a little bit fancy, slightly fancy, and add a drop shadow to this. Now it's floating, okay? To add a drop shadow, my bad, I went too fast. We're gonna go to design, go to box shadow, and add a box shadow just like that. Okay, I'm not gonna adjust that, but here you can adjust the blur strength and everything, as you see here. Let's go to the color of the shadow. Let's decrease it a little bit. Too much is not the way. Less is more. Okay, as you can see, that's our why choose us section. Okay, and under this why choose us, I want to add a subtitle under this title, and I wanted to say 10 years experience. I'm gonna make it heading 3. Now heading 3 is already set. Let's make it heading 5. Go to design and heading and go to H5. Let's add bold. Let's make it yellow. Right, awesome. Go to text again. And I want this one to be right at the top. Just like a Word document, guys. I'm pretty sure you know what to do with this one. Okay, cool. 10 years experience in web design. Something like that, you know, something like that. Just a sneak peek of what we will be selling here, because we'll be selling ourselves here, okay? 10 years experience in web design. Let's select save. Let's see how it looks on mobile. Right? Okay, that's our tablet view. All right, cool. Okay, come on guys, assist me. What can we change to make this section look better? This button can be at the bottom. Let's go back. Right, so what I'm gonna do now, I want to drag this button to be underneath this image. Okay, and as you can see, looks better, but I don't like it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a new row. Okay, just a solid row, and drag this button to this row. Okay, but check this out, it's still aligned to the left hand side. We're gonna go to settings, go to design, and make it center. Mobile view. Now this is how it looks. Okay, this image, let's center align it, because on mobile it doesn't look great. Center, yep, and mobile center. Awesome, looking good. Now we want to add some padding. We need some white space for our eyes to rest. So on this section settings, double click on it. We're gonna go to design and add 90. Link top to bottom padding and add 90. Awesome. Now there's some nice space, okay, for our eyes to rest. We don't want everything tied together, all right? Notice one thing. The change we made messed up this button, as you can see. Now it's center aligned because we center aligned this one, okay? All right, don't worry about it. I'm gonna show you how to do this. We're gonna go to design, align to left. Okay, align to left and scroll down. As you can see, we're back to square one. We're just gonna go to design, go to alignment. For this duplicate, we're gonna disable global only for the alignment, center, save. Okay, save. Everything else is still global. If I change text here, it changes on that button. As you can see, didn't affect this one. Now we are moving. Now we are moving. As you can see, 10 years experience in web design. Why choose us? We sell ourselves, yeah, all that good stuff and everything. Now you see we have a beautiful looking website. Let's scroll up and down. We're gonna go to background, section settings on the hero image, background, and we go to our image and we enable parallax effect. Let's exit our visual builder. While I'm scrolling down, this item look like they are moving on top of the image while I'm scrolling down. Check this out. You see? Looking good. Let's enable the visual builder. I don't want to go too fancy, guys. I want you to be super confident after this course that I can build beautiful websites from scratch without using any layouts. Of course, you can always take some stuff from layouts, but I want you to be able to build your own websites, your own ideas, and be able to give your clients custom web design, right? Awesome stuff. Now we are done with why us section, about us section. The next thing I want to add is our work. We want to show proof of our work. We told them this is what we do. We told them we are awesome because we work with these awesome companies, and we continue to add some filler information on why they should work with us. We've done this, we've been doing this for this much, we have a team like this. And then now we want to add our work section. We're just going to feature a couple of website projects we just built for our clients so that they can see our work, that we can really do this thing. So I'm going to add a new section and make it regular. Okay, as you can see, my approach is very practical. I'm thinking about the user, and I'm also thinking about what the client wants. The client wants people to book website project and work with them, so the goal is to sell the value of the website. This is what we do, and not talk too much about us. This is who we are. This is our service from the get-go. Wait, show some proof that you can do amazing work. The goal is to convert them as soon as possible without scrolling through this whole page. If they got time, they can do it though. Now let's go to new section. This new section, we are going to add 4 rows. All right, 4 rows. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add another row, which is a single row, and drag it to the top to be at the top of this one. Quickly, I'm going to go here and duplicate this heading. Okay, I want some consistency when it comes to design. So I'm just going to drag and drop it here. As you can see, you just hover over it, drag it using this, right? Cool. Okay, and then I'm going to select settings and change this text. Recent projects. Let's say recent projects, and the subheader, we're going to say our work. Okay, I want it center aligned. Let's go to design, go to heading, go to H5, center align, and H3, center align. Let's go ahead and save. Awesome. Okay, let's add the 90 margin. Okay, all the following sections after the hero sections, I will be making them 90, 90, top and bottom link. Yep, great. Okay, now it's time to add a few website projects that we've worked on so that the clients can see that we can really do what we're talking about. We're not just making claims. Okay, we're going to select module and we're going to add blab, as you can see. So the great thing about a blab, this module allows us to add an image, title, and text, okay, which is great for portfolio stuff. So we're going to select settings. On our content, as you can see, it shows us we can add text, subtext, paragraph text, and image, okay, or change it to icon. All right, cool. We're going to leave it as image, select upload, and go ahead and upload our projects, okay. I'm going to add a few websites from my agency. Okay, let's select Ubuntu Dental as the first project, as you can see. Go to text. We're gonna say Ubuntu Dental web design. Get what we did for the client, right? We're gonna go to design real quick. The title text, it's H4. As you can see, it's highlighted. We're gonna make it bold. We're gonna increase the size. Okay, let's add the line height. Go back to size, mobile responsiveness. While you're building it, you clean as you go, clean as you go. My first job was a restaurant job, and they say clean as you go. If you've worked at a restaurant, you know. All right, cool. Let's save. Okay, let's make it center aligned. The text, the heading, center align it. Awesome. Ubuntu Dental, that's a web design project. We're gonna go back to content, go to text. Right here, we want to paste lorem ipsum. Here, this is where you tell the story of the project. But I feel like having 4 columns makes less space for these projects. So let's just make it 3 and just have 3 projects. We can have 3, 3, 3, but for the tutorial, we're just gonna make 3. Okay, let's say we want this to be clickable. We're gonna double click on it right like this, and for the small u, we're gonna create a link. Okay, let's make the title link URL the client website also. Okay, so when people, when they click on this small u, anywhere on this small u, it visit the client website. Okay, obviously we set it to new tab, so I want you to see it opening a new tab, right? But opening a real website. Now what we need to do, we need to add 2 more projects, and then we're done with the recent projects section. Okay, yeah, this looks good. All right, cool. But when I scroll down, it looks like a Word document now. Now it's slightly boring. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I want to add some, I want to make the project more interesting. So instead of whoa, that's a lot. Oh, that's a lot of padding. Let's go to design, spacing, top and bottom. Let's make it 0. That was too much. All right, cool. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm going to double click on the section setting, and we add a background color here. This background color, we're gonna customize it a little bit, and yeah, make it off-white a little bit. Okay, now slightly different from this one, you see. Awesome. Now let's just duplicate the settings we made here. Okay, this is how you save time, guys. You don't add 3 blabs at the same time. You add 1, get the setting right, get it to look the way you want, and then you add more. It's working smart. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go to plus load from library. So now we're mixing, building from scratch, and taking some ideas from layouts. Okay, I'm gonna say on tech style. All right, we do. Let's take this one. Be careful of this replace existing content. It's going to remove your design. Deselect that. We want to take some part of this, not all of it. Use this one. Awesome. As you can see, we have loaded the Divi layout. This looks great. You can build using these layouts, customized, of course. I'm just not a big fan of websites that look the same. Not everyone is gonna bump into a competitor that uses the same template, or maybe not. They surely will. They surely will bump into another one that look the same. So you just have to make sure you customize everything to your own liking. Let's delete this section. I don't want this one from this layout. I don't want this section also. Okay, we've got you covered. The services section, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna use this one. Delete. Okay, now we're mixing custom builds with layouts. Okay, and we want this one, the reviews one. I want to delete the newsletter. Delete this one. We want that one. All right, cool. Okay, let's drag this one. Easy drag and drop builder. As you can see, the layout followed our pop-in settings. All right, now we have success stories under our website projects. Boom, these are our testimonials. We can adjust the logos if we want. Okay, we're gonna say this is the Mercedes Benz guy. This guy represents Mac. Okay, this guy represents Mac. Okay, Microsoft design. Let's change this logo also. You see, this will speed up your design process. Things you know, okay, there's probably a layout with a style I like. You take that and customize it to your liking. Okay, you're not building websites for your ego here. You're doing what's necessary, but at the very same time you want to give your clients the best and you want to give them custom work as much as possible. But what matters, it's the end result. The client doesn't know if it's custom or not. The most important, you deliver on what they want. That's it. And remember, there is a module for these on Divi. Okay. It says author, job title, and everything. Don't worry about it. If you want to create from scratch because you want to improve as a developer, you can just say search on modules, testimonials. As you can see, you get one to customize for yourself. I'm gonna save it. We're gonna leave this one as is, guys. Want to save time. I don't want you to spend a lot of time with this tutorial because I want you to start building websites as soon as possible. Covered, we're gonna say our services, okay? What we do, right? And just pick from these services from this layout. Okay, we're gonna say we do brand design. All right, we don't do brand design, we do web design. Okay, so we're gonna delete email marketing, we're gonna delete audience analysis, we're gonna delete this one, we're gonna leave SEO. And delete this one, delete this one, delete this one, delete this line right here and drop it here. Let's delete this row. We won't need it. What we do, that's it. We said we're gonna change these drop shadows. They are blue, they don't match the design, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and select settings. You just go to design, go to drop shadow. Okay, drop shadow. Which one did they use? Okay, we'll just select this color, man, make it black. And that's how you're gonna change it. All right, you do the same thing on all of them, guys. All right, cool. The same here, you're gonna do the same thing. There's more you can do, but guys, this is a great structure. But make sure you customize everything, the colors, everything to match. For example, these icons, I want to change these icons, the colors on them, not the icons but the colors. So I'm gonna go to module setting for web development and go to image and icon. Okay, it says use icon. It's using this icon. Here's another beauty. Divi comes with the library of these icons, all these icons, including social media, all that good stuff. Right? Let's say if you wanted to change it to Facebook, you can just say Facebook. All right, it's cool, eh? All right, undo. Okay, let's go to design, image, and icon. We want to change the background. We want to make it yellow, and we want to make the icon black. Okay, and we want to copy these settings. Okay, instead of wasting time, image and icon, we're gonna say copy image icon styles, save. Go to this one again, go to design, image and icon, paste those settings here. Now it looks the same. Go to settings, go to design, go to image and icon, paste on that setting. It looks the same. Go to copywriting, go to design, image icon, paste, save. Now it's time to build our form section. This is where we will send people. When they click start project, we'll send them to that section. Okay, we've got something. Let's duplicate this CTA row right here. Over it, the row with the button. Drag the row, not just the button, the row. Duplicate it. Duplicate it again. All right, awesome. All right, looking good. All right, let's add some top margin here. I want some space. Pegela give me, pegela. Top 60. Awesome. Save. Now let's add a regular section. We're going to make it 2 columns. We're going to add image to the right. module. Let's upload the image. Let's contact us. Okay, image asset. Upload. Let's change the sizing of the image. Let's make it 80 max width. Let's try 60 max width. No, 35. Okay, let's go ahead and adjust the border like we did the last time. Let's make it 6. Just soften it a little bit. Save. Okay, this is how the page looks now. And for this form section, I want the background to stand out. So I want the background to be, let's make it a black. All right, cool. Save. Okay, I'm gonna go to the top and duplicate that header and subheader. Let's go down. Down. All right, and drop it here. Where are you now? Where are you? Where are you? Right, drag and drop it here. Ready to take your business to new heights. To new heights. This is ChatGPT style of writing. Ready to take your business to new heights. New heights. Elevate your online presence. You can always see ChatGPT stuff, guys. But yeah, it's a great tool. Okay. Why choose us? We're gonna say, tell us about your project. Generic content is boring, guys. Try to think of some stuff. Instead of contact us, submit this form, send a message. Tell us about your project. There's a state of mind we want them to be in when they're sending this project, this message. Sorry. Tell us. We're gonna go to design heading. Want this one to be white. Leave that one as yellow. It's fine as is. We're gonna select save again. We're gonna add another module and we're gonna say form module. Okay, as you can see, that's our form. We're done with the tutorial. All right, guys, been great. I'm kidding. We still need to make this look pretty. Doesn't look great. Okay, so the spam protection tool is use basic capture. This is the basic capture we're using. And we don't need a background for this, but you can add a background if you want. Okay, you can always add a background, but we don't want it for this one. Quickly, let's go to design. Let's go to border. Let's add 6 border, soften the edges, and we're gonna go to fields. Fields background color, we want them to be white. Okay, instead of that off-white. Now this looks good. Name, email, message. Instead of message, we're going to change that. Let's go to content and go to this message field right here. Field ID is going to be message, but the title, want it to say project needs. Want them to tell us about the project, okay? Obviously, there's more advanced ways we can customize this form, but there's drop downs, check boxes, but for now, we'll do with the name, email address, project needs, okay? Cool. And select save. And with the email, it's going to be email. And name is going to be name. Okay. All right. Remember these. Okay. And then success message. Wanted to say thank you. Get back to you. I like to put a promise in 24 hours. Certain expectations in 24 hours. When people fill in forms, they hardly hear from businesses, especially small businesses. Submit button to say start project. I'm pretty sure you're wondering, where's the button? We're just going to customize it so that you can see it. Let's go to design real quick. Go to the button. Use custom style so that we can customize the button. Make the text a black button text. And the button background, we're going to make it. Now you can see it, okay? Let's decrease the size. It doesn't look good. It's too big. Let's make it 16. Border radius, what did we use there? Did we use 15 on the button? I want the design to be consistent. So I'm going to go ahead and 27. We use 27. Looking good. Then they can send a message. Okay, to make sure we can receive the message, we want to submit email address. We're going to say info@dreamdigital.co.za. Okay, so we have three. We have name, email address, project needs. Like I said, project needs, it's message, the field ID. Remember, the field ID for name, it's name. Okay, let's go back to it. Name, as you can see, field ID. I want you to remember these. The email one is email. The project needs one is message. Okay, so we're gonna go back here. Go to email. Email will be sent to info. Okay, you gotta make sure you have this pattern. This is how you get your messages. Okay, we're gonna create a structure. We're gonna say name. We want to see anything that's filled in on name. Okay, to do this, we're gonna percentage and the field ID, which is name, email address. Anything that's on email that's filled in on email will show up. So we'll say percentage email. So between the double percentages, we fill in the field IDs. Project needs, we're gonna say message. The field ID is message. Awesome. Select save. Doing this, make sure that you get your emails. Okay, save. Okay, let's exit the visual builder. Now we have a beautiful looking website. Let's go ahead and scroll down. Web design agency, Cape Town. Convert more visitors into loyal customers with our build to convert websites. Remember, we had a start project button. Let's go ahead and enable the visual builder. We want that button to do something, okay? And it's gonna do only one thing. One thing. What is it? One thing. What is it, class? What is it? We want it to send people to this form. We don't have a contact page. It's just a one-page website. So instead of sending that button link to another page, we're going to send it to the same page, but to another section. So we're going to go down and create what's called a section ID. Okay, let's go to the form section and we're going to select section, go to advanced custom CSS. Remember, you can do this on any element. Okay, CSS ID, we're going to make the ID contact. We're just going to make it contact. Let's copy it, Control C, save it. Now the ID of this section is contact, right? Okay, I don't need to go to the top button because remember, all these buttons are globally linked. Okay, so it's basically whatever I do to this one, I do to the other. All right, cool. Let's click link, button link. Now let's add hash. That means point to contact section. Okay, it's gonna auto scroll for you to contact. Let's save it. Save. Hash section ID or element ID or row ID. Okay, let's exit the visual builder real quick. Let's assume this is a warm lead that already knows about our work, so they are ready to book a project. Instead of them scrolling to the bottom of the page or where to find the form, they just click start web project. It auto scrolls to this section. Start web project, auto scrolls to this section. Start web project. And guys, that is how you build amazing website using the Divi theme. And I'm pretty sure you've noticed we didn't use any code. In this channel, I will be sharing my 10-year experience building websites and doing other cool digital marketing stuff. So please stay tuned by subscribing to the channel, hitting the bell icon. And if you enjoyed and think this video gave you some practical tips, even if you already a web designer, you learned something new, please leave me a comment and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next tutorial. Have a good one.